This is a very secluded location. The nearby car park is totally empty. Other than one or two cars that passes by, this is one of those locations where you pick to dispose of dead bodies. I was told to keep a lookout on cars parked by the roadside because that's where they would be. For almost a month, AP photojournalist Vincent Thian has been patiently sitting by this particular pond, watching birds.
So how long have you been doing this?
How long I am doing this?
Yeah.
Actually, it's quite new for me. I did some birding. In between assignment, I always try my best to find some opportunity to shoot something that I like. Especially, to me, is to release the stress. But again, I find this birding is quite challenging. You need very, very good skill. Also, very advanced equipment. It's not something that a normal, ordinary people would going crazy to do it. But most important is I found is kind of interesting when you see you waited a couple of hours and you see the image. Like this oriental ducktail, I shot them sometime in June after MCO, and it was gone. Last week, someone told me that they are back.
Oh,
so
it's the same bird?
It's the same bird. Believed so.
Okay.
So I called up Sony to borrow this 600 f4.
Okay.
So on that day, after I got the lens, I immediately came over and I saw the bird. So I start shooting. So from then, last Thursday until now, I came here every day. Like stay 4-5 hours a day. We upgraded to Sony because of Olympics, but because the Olympics was delayed. Yeah, but it's a totally new thing for me. I need to learn a lot on how to operate the mirrorless camera, get used to the EVF, especially EVF is quite challenging on contrast sunlight, but the autofocus is a big advantage compared to the old Canon camera.
You were dabbling with video.
Yes, I was doing a little bit video because mainly that is actually for to record something on photojournalism. So it's quite difficult for me to do it on my own because I need to operate, I need to shoot, I need to think about how to ask the questions, and the worst thing is actually to edit the video. I still got two video. I hasn't find time to edit it. I found a lot of challenging things about video because the total mindset is different. You need to think, plan before you shoot. But for pictures, we shoot it first. Then you think how do you edit your pictures. So it's two different things.
Yeah.
Yes. So I met him first in June when I started shooting all this.
Where was it? Florida.
We went to before that. No, after that we went to Putrajaya wetland.
Oh yeah.
For the small sunbird.
What's that?
That was sometime in.
So Jake Sumahayan is a real bird.
Yes.
Huh?
You're a real birdman, He's just part-time birdman.
Part-time, yes. Part-time.
Because I've retired, that's why.
We all dream to be retired.
In fact, I was doing this even before my retirement.
Okay.
That during retirement, like you always find weekend and a public holiday.
Yes.
And for me, it was because I play golf, so I able to do in between. But lately, because not lately, but 2.5 years, for my injuries, slow down on golf, focusing on.
Yeah, like now I still got to run back. I came very early this morning, 6:45 today. Then stay until 8:15. I got to go back and pick up my son to school. Then in about half an hour's time, I got to go pick him up, send him back to home. Then I come back again.
Okay.
When you reach a certain age, when you don't have to do all those things.
Yes,
it's real. Oh, it's the right word to use.
Yes, I still got 13 years to retire. So I was telling Sing Huat this morning about this lens. This is about 56,000 now.
Yes.
So 13 years later, we were talking about EPF. A big sum of money from EPF. What's the most valuable thing to invest? A 600 lens. That will last you for 10, 15 years.
Okay.
Then you can happily shoot every day. Yes. It used to be my hobby first, then it became my job. At some point, I lost it. I lost my hobby as photography as my hobby. At some point, I even didn't want to touch my camera. Because too much pressure from work, too much bullshit requirement. But actually, I found this MCO or this COVID-19 pandemic stopped. Yeah. Although it stopped me going to overseas, but I really come back to photography, concentrate on photography. I shoot everything, models, landscape, birding, sunrise, sunset, which I don't really often do. I bought a new tripod, which I hardly use. I got one tripod and I found it's too heavy, so I bought another one. So all these things, I felt it's kind of make me go back to the original of photography. And even I started to print a lot of my pictures, print to A2, and I enjoy seeing my pictures in large format because I work on my computer, 27-inch iMac, so every picture is an A3. So I wanted to print something bigger so to see the quality. So it goes back, like you need to shoot very, very accurate. You need to predict what's happening. In some way, I felt this is it won't make me slow down. Like, because maybe in future I will get a call and I got to go for breaking news. If I stay low for this whole year, I probably get lazy and I get slowed down. So I think this is very, very good for me.
Awang nampak you tadi?
Nampak dengar you hari satu kali.
Duduk atas pokok dia. Tadi dia turun satu kali.
Pagi-pagi ya?
Pagi tak ada pagi, 9 lebih lah. Dia pagi, saya sampai dah sudah ada. Duduk atas pokok.
Ini dia tak sih.
Kalau turun, you balik dia turun. You balik dia turun. Iya, saya tak tipu sama you lah.
試到細嘅就試啊，試唔使識啊。你 Sony 喺香港、澳門嗰度好食香喎，食香度啊好緊要喎。因為我用翻 Canon， 我就要搞翻 Canon。即係如果你問我咧，因為我而家我朋友用 R5咗，換咗 R5 喎，R5就講等 R1喎，有換鏡外啊，等出鏡咯，我等我都想等出鏡。
即係如果你講我啊，我做工啊，
係啦，做工係啦。
溫啲 X Mark 出嚟最靚嘅，係重咗啲，講真係重咗。好似我換咗Sony之後，係咪？我點樣啊？今年換政府嘅時候啊，我影完之後，我翻去傳相嘛。跟住我諗到，哎呀，因為Sony有呢架機傳相冇咩 stable，我就拎翻 Canon 出嚟咯，要鬥快行落樓，因為行到上車收翻去，拎翻 Canon 出嚟。
你都好習慣咗啦，而家都
係咯，
習慣咗嗰啲傾機咗咯。
啲咁嘅錯咩咁嘅
？All the jalan, you know, all these fingers all move back. But then this one and a lot of other things, you know. Man. And then the subject matter is not still, it's moving. You all say still.
Good in Canon because Canon I can press the button, it can go to my preset setting. This one still cannot.
Bukan boleh ke?
No, I have to press the C1 or C2. So it's not from my finger itself. There's no way that I can program one of the buttons here. I press it and it goes to, let's say, 1,000, 1 over 1,000. But
for Sony, I have to press either C1, C2, C3. Not like from here, I can press this immediately. Right? Canon, I can do that. So these are the things that I told Sony engineer that the design frame for this camera is not for professional. But
they were showing me some of the photos they take on the volleyball. Wow. You really, your hand are very fast.
These people, their conversations revolve around family, work, food, the travel, their passions. But almost without fail, they will always start talking about equipment. Is Sony better? Is single lens reflex dead? Is Canon going to catch up? Or will Nikon ever come back to Malaysia? Who is better? How long is one lens? How sharp is an image? How do you wait, or where do you find the best bird location? Armed with the longest telephoto lens they can muster, nasi lemak, and water tumbler next to their makeshift hunting spot, these men who are related only in the passion to capture the best bird pictures come to this place, among others, day after day, to capture the image of one same bird until the bird flies off to another